This is Eric Rutan of Cannibal Corpse. You are listening to the Scars and Guitars podcast with Andrew McKay Smith.
Greetings, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. I've got a conversation featuring the members of Belgian death metal outfit Carnation to share with you. This is a chat that occurred aboard the 70,000 Tons of Metal cruise, the 2024 edition. Of course, we talk all about the boat, the cruise, and find out what Carnation is all about. I mentioned throughout the chat that these guys have the honour of being the earliest band that I've ever seen. It was about 5:15 or thereabouts in the morning when I witnessed them play quite a superb set, I must say. So here they are, the members of Carnation.
First of all, congratulations. I watched your set at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was one of the people in the crowd then. I hadn't heard of you guys before, but I was keen, I was interested. And wow, what band rocks out like you guys at 5 in the bloody morning?
Awesome. It's great to hear, yeah. Cheers.
How's has it been an enjoyable experience for you? There you go.
Yeah, of course. It's awesome.
Yeah. It's a 4-day party. It's so cool to be here.
Yeah.
A lot of sun, which we don't have right now in Europe.
In Europe, no.
So we're not complaining.
Yeah. I was just explaining to somebody in the lift, an American fella, this is cooler than home for me.
Oh, really?
It's about 5 degrees cooler. Yeah.
Whoa.
And the humidity isn't as much because I'm Queensland. So it's subtropical, which is merging into tropical. So same as here, but we're in summer.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. But
it's a winter vacation for you.
Exactly.
When we left Belgium, we had snow, so you can tell the difference. So
how do the planes take off? Do they take off in the snow? Is that how it works? I mean, obviously they must, otherwise.
We didn't come by cars.
That's the thing.
They have like
technology.
Big trucks that like clean the snow away and stuff on the airfield. So I guess
it's normal for you guys. For someone like me, I'd be like, "What the hell is going on? What's going on?" So, but that's a good point about the tropics and subtropics. We went on to land, Puerto Plata. What did you think?
Do you mean like the weather, or do you mean like the area?
Because, the area, yeah.
You went inland.
I went into the village after we sat down into the resort. We went to the pool and we were like sunbathing for a little while. Some got back in, and our sound guy and I, we thought let's explore the village, because that's actually the real Puerto Plata, I guess.
Yeah.
We went in there, and it was as expected, of course. Mostly poor people, of course.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but we really wanted to see what's really behind these walls and stuff. So, it's different. The resort is really nice, but it's like a theme park actually compared to what's real. So it has pros and cons, I guess.
It's so true though. But outside of Western Europe, North America, a lot of parts of Australia, that's what the world looks like.
Yeah.
All across Asia, all across Africa.
Yeah.
A lot of parts of South America, it looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, because I saw a little bit of it too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that's the real. Good on you for checking out the real aspect of it, So, so Cursed Mortality, that's the name of the newish album. Is this November?
Yeah, November.
Yeah.
So that's quite new still, I guess.
Okay, and you're playing a full set tonight, is that right?
We're playing 6 out of 8 songs from the album tonight, and then we're adding a couple from the first 2 albums, but mostly the new album. Yeah.
I have seen some of your T-shirts on the fans.
Oh, really?
People wearing it. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So have you had people coming up? Have you converted people? Have they said, I saw you and you were great?
Yeah.
We had a lot of people. And also the merchandise, the shirts from Cursed Mortality were already sold out. We didn't know.
Wow, that's huge.
So I think we
convinced quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Brutal death metal has a bright future. There we go.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, going back, I'm 45, so going back, say 30 years ago, 25 years ago, when the musicians were 20, 21, you never thought they'd be 51 and sometimes 61 and still doing it. But that's what's happening, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a full-forged industry almost, isn't it, at the moment? And you guys are proof of that.
Definitely.
Yeah. It just won't die.
Let's squash it to death. Yeah. Australia. Have you got much mail from us over the years?
We've gotten quite a few messages from people in Australia who've been asking us to come over, but it's quite tricky. So
As you know, it's very hard for bands to get there and to tour there. Everything is so far apart as well.
yeah,
So
we would love to do it though.
Yeah, we would love to do
definitely,
it, but
any chance that we could get, we would do it. But it's not been easy to create a plan that would work for us for there. So,
Yeah, it's probably best off with a package.
Yeah.
2 or 3 bands. That's
Yeah,
usually
exactly.
the way it works. You know? Yeah, usually the way it happens. But yeah, no, I'll be happy to fly the flag for you guys when I get back home. That's for sure.
Cool, man.
No,
Thank
no.
you.
Cool.
But your success does hint at something else. I feel like as though Belgium extreme metal is coming of age in some respects. I mean, you got definitely 2 bands. There's probably more, but you guys aren't aboard it.
Mhm.
But is there a really strong scene in Belgium at the moment?
Yeah, I guess the past 5 years it was growing like really hard.
Yeah, quite rapidly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only the death metal bands, but metal in
Yeah.
general in Belgium is doing quite well. Like you got these bands like Evil Invaders
Yeah.
are doing really great. So yeah, and a lot of others. So it's
Yeah, cool. Is there a bit of a barrier to leaving Belgium?
I would say the barrier is mostly leaving Europe. Yeah, I think a lot of like the last 5 years, I think more and more Belgian bands are playing all around Europe. I would say before those 5 years, it was harder for Belgian bands to get out of Belgium, but I think they found a way now to play all over Europe. But leaving those borders is more difficult, especially places like Australia or North America are quite difficult to tour if you're from Belgium or maybe Europe, I would say. We had the chance to tour in Brazil and in Japan, so we were able to go there, and that was great for us. And we're always looking for new opportunities to do like Australia or North America, but those have been proving to be more challenging to coordinate. So,
Yeah. US seasons of Mist, am I correct?
Yeah,
in saying that?
that's correct.
Okay. As obviously the relationship is a solid one because you only released an album in November, so I get that. But to break into North America, would that mean potentially looking at, say, partnering with Metal Blade or someone like that?
I don't think.
I think it's more about finding the right touring partner.
Yeah.
I think the label, because we sell quite well actually in outside of Europe. So I think the label is doing what they can in that regard. So I think it's just finding the right touring partner. And that's been pretty difficult.
That's so true because it's the same in Australia. You don't break large in Australia unless you tour, but that's like everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so true. Yeah. Your ideal touring partner, then, if you could put together your perfect tour, who would be on it?
Way too
Maybe.
many bands.
Yeah, too many, but maybe a band like Opeth or Behemoth, if we can dream, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
important. You've got to be able to do that.
So we can convince a lot of new people, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that are not only listening to death metal, but also to more other stuff. And
Yeah.
a band like Opeth or Behemoth, they have like a
quite
wide
a
range
wide-
of fans.
wide audience, and
Yeah.
I think we can convince a lot of those fans. So that would be great for us.
Yeah. Doing something like 70,000 tons of metal, does that feel like you've been embraced by the extreme metal community? Is this the moment for you guys in a way?
Well, I would say we definitely have a good time here, and we convince a lot of people. Yeah, people that don't really get the opportunity to see us in Europe.
Mm.
I mean, for example, at the meet and greet, there were a lot of people from Mexico and from the States and from Chile, and they never had any opportunity to see us live before. So it's a really great opportunity for us to reach new people and new audiences that didn't have the chance before.
Then they buy the t-shirt and spread the word when they go back to gigs in their home country. That's generally how it works, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Interesting tour story. Now, I know you guys have been road dogs for a while, so I haven't asked. This is the only band that I'm going to ask this question of, actually. So, can you share with me an interesting tour story?
Oh.
Can be not safe for work. Can be totally disgusting. Go for it.
Any good ideas?
I'm thinking.
There definitely are plenty.
Yeah. That's
Just not sure which
You are the right band.
Definitely tell you that. What would be appropriate?
Not a lot of appropriate.
It's alright. It's only going on YouTube. Just about everybody will see it. So, you know.
It's a hard one. We have some fun in Brazil.
It's actually not that hard, but yeah. What do you really want to tell the people?
Oh man, I mean, the first time we were in Japan, for example, was absolute. It was like crazy. Like we were living on alcohol and only alcohol pretty much. So it was like
And no sleep.
5 days of insanity.
That was also our first actual tour,
Yeah,
right?
first
So
actual-
we didn't learn yet how to pace ourselves, and we were
Oh,
just going into the fun. I think we spent 10 days there, maybe, or 7.
Yeah, it was something like
Around-
that.
Yeah, I
Shorter
think
maybe,
in
but
total,
6 or 7.
over all those days, I think we slept like 10 or 12 hours or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My God.
We always felt like we were on a boat because we didn't sleep enough. We were just
Yeah.
thinking all the time, and we learned how to tour from that tour, I think.
But then 3 years later, we came back to Japan, and then we were like, okay, now we're going to do it calmly, and we're just going to try and see everything and stuff, and then enjoy it because the time before was really really fun, but it was too crazy.
It was with the guys from Skeletal Remains.
Yeah.
They're good friends of us.
Yeah.
And when we come together, it's like
Party.
Yeah.
We're bad for each other.
Bad influence,
Yeah.
bad influence on each other, yeah. But that's it, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Shows are really intense, yeah, gotcha. What about, so collective, I can tell it's a tight-knit band, you guys got a great vibe, okay, so in terms of your greatest aspiration for the band, what would that be?
I mean, I think if I can speak for all of us, that we would really love to tour North America. That's one of our priorities at the moment. It's like we've been trying that for quite a while, but it's difficult. But I think we're going to keep working on it until we can make it happen. So that's like an aspiration, like one of the first one that we want to accomplish. Longer term, I mean, want to keep growing the band and see where we can take it. So yeah, more festivals in Europe, try and get to Australia, for example, and return to South America would also be really great because we did Brazil once, but we weren't able to do the other countries. So if we can go there again, it's just
Reach as many people as possible.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, keep on taking it forward. This is your job, this is what you want to do with your lives, with your career, so to speak.
Well, it's just we really want this band to grow and to be able to make it as big as we can because that's really what we love to do and really enjoy being able to work on this. So
Yeah. Do you guys feel collectively like as though the extreme metal scene is getting like bigger?
I actually think so,
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, if you see like at the festivals in Europe, they always grow bigger each year. More and more people attend. So I think, extreme metal is doing very well, I think.
And also like last year, so many death metal albums came out. There was I think it was the biggest death metal year in like 5 or 10 years maybe. It was like so many releases from death metal bands. So it's very active. I can tell you.
Yeah.
Even this cruise is like a statement for it, I guess.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah,
cruise
right,
of people.
yeah.
Like it's very expensive to go on this cruise. It's every time it's full up. So I think.
Yeah, it's hard for us in Australia to judge because we just don't get it. We get some of the bands, but we don't have any festivals. That's the problem. So the festivals tend to be the litmus test. Like I can see how popular extreme metal is here, but is it a once-off or what have you? Like that's why I asked the question. You see, so.
Well, there you go. The fellas from Belgian outfit Carnation. There are many more conversations that were conducted aboard 70,000 tons of metal, and you can check them out by looking at my channel on YouTube or Spotify or whatever the podcasting app you might be listening via. But over at scarsandguitars.com, I've created a link, 70,000 tons, and you can check out chats with the members of bands such as Angra, Blood Red Throne, Inhuman Condition, My Dying Bride, and Eternal, Scar Symmetry, Sodom, The Halo Effect, Tigers of Pantang, Unleashed, and you just heard from Carnation then. So there you go. All right, my name's Andrew Mackay-Smith, and I'm the host of the Scars and Guitars podcast. Until the next one, it's a goodbye for now.